everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back in Trains World 5 on the Peninsula corridor route in the CalTrain MP15DC. Quick note before we get started, all of the CalTrain licensed add-ons for Trains World and Train Simulator Classic are being removed from all stores on the 27th of February, so pick them up while you can. This was due to, officially, the CalTrain's license expiry. Unofficially, there is a rumor floating around that someone was making CalTrain crashing footage in Trains of the World. Someone was just, like, randomly crashing the CalTrain trains, and CalTrain got spoofed and pulled the licensing. If that's true, and you're the person who did that, then I'm not, then I hope you have a terrible day. So yeah, we're in the MP15DC Shunter, the only cab over shunter in the entire game. The CalTrain add-ons that are being affected is San Francisco to San Jose in Train Sim Classic, San Francisco to Gilroy in Train Sim Classic, a couple of mini scenarios packs for both routes. Then in Train Sim World, it's San Francisco to San Jose Peninsula Corridor, and the MP36PH Baby Bullet, and the MP15DC. There is currently last chance sale for those add-ons over on Steam, so if you have not got them yet, please go get them now before it's too late and they're gone for good. So yeah, let's get started. So first off, reverser in, front headlights on, number lights on, generator field on, cut the brakes into freight and release, and then set the MU2A valve to lead or dead. Get safety systems on. No banking comm needed today, it's just us. Oh. Okay, we're moving. Let's set notch 2. Those mirrors are actually reflective. I've never seen that in game before. I didn't know mirrors were reflective. I thought the mirrors weren't reflective in this game. Interesting. Peninsula Corridor is one of those rare routes where the trains are excellent. Like the MP15, superb quality. But the route itself actually has pretty terrible scenery, and the timetable is actually really good. So it's a bit of a mixed bag in terms of quality. I actually got Peninsula Corridor for free. There was a free giveaway for it on Steam. Then, what was it called? Alright. Let's set the front headlights off. Signal light. There's a bit of a signal light to rear. Rear headlights on. Reverser to back. Alright, there we go. So yeah, I'm really sad that all of the CalTrain stuff's being removed. I mean, it's not too bad since it's all pretty old content, and it's not like relatively recent, but it's the first route we've ever had removed from the game, apart from the infamous NEC New York to, what was it, Newark International Airport add-on that we had back in Train Sim World 2020 that eventually became the New York to Trenton add-on for Train Sim World 3. But that technically wasn't removed. It's technically still playable. It's just like not around. It's just wasn't updated to a new version of the game. I'm not sure whether this will be updated to a new version of the game. Please let me know in the comments if you know whether this route will be upgraded to new versions of the game, say TSW6, 7, etc. Alright. Alright. Alright, let's put the brakes into suppression to get the brakes recharged. Reverser to forward. Signal light to front. Rear headlights off, front headlights on. Alright, so the run we're doing... I forgot to put the service selector into road auto. Oh well, it didn't affect. Alright, and now release. Alright. Alright, all brakes should be released, so let's go notch 3. Alright, there we go. And we're off. So yeah, we're at Redwood Yard, we're heading to South San Francisco. The route itself, like Peninsula Corridor itself, comes with a decent amount of rolling stock by itself. It comes with the... oh, what is it? It comes with the... F40PH, the gallery... the double-deck coaches made by Nippon Sharyo. And then also it has the Union Pacific GP38, this generic hopper wagon that we're hauling, and also this rack wagon over there. Which is pretty cool. Like, there's not too many commuter routes in this, American commuter routes in this game where we can also run freight. I mean, okay, we also have, like, Antelope Valley and San Bernardino. But that you have to have Cajon Pass for those services. Also, the sounds on this are pretty good. One thing about the MP15DC is that I wish it could have been added to the Creators Club, so people could make like CSX liveries for it. So then, like, we could add it to, let's say, Patch grade, and to do some shunting on that. That'd have been awesome. But unfortunately, there will be no more updates made to this content ever. It'll just exist in its current state. Which is sad, but honestly, like... oh. But we can't do anything about it. Licensing removal is... yeah. Alright. If you're wondering what timetable we're in, we're in the timetable that comes with the Baby Bullet. The MP36PH Baby Bullet. Alright, we're clear up to 80 miles an hour. What's cool about the MP15DC is that it's actually, like, decently quick. Like, it's not one of those shunters that's designed for slow speed operation. This thing can actually, like, is designed for also doing mainline operations at relatively high speeds, which is nice. I think this thing's top speed is like 79 miles an hour, officially. The reason it's 79 miles an hour is because US federal law dictates that if you go above 80 miles an hour, you have to have in-cab signaling systems, which is a bit of a weird requirement, if I'm being honest. So a lot of routes set their requirements to 79 miles an hour to get around that in-cab signaling restriction. As in-cab signaling is a pain in the rear end to do. Also, this is the Master Reward, by the way. This Redwood City Food Festival. Huh. Remember, it's America, so we have to honk our horn for every railway crossing. I still can't really believe how old Peninsula Corridor is. It was released as part of Train Sim World 2020 Deluxe Edition back in 2019. And then the 2 DLCs were released later. I'm not sure how much later, but they were released later. Alright, is there anyone on this section of line? Nope, there doesn't really seem to be any other trains about. Oh no, we've got a San Jose to San Francisco service out of us, so we should expect adverse signaling at some point. We're actually booking it right now, 60 miles an hour. And we're beginning to lose speed because we're on the 0.7% rate. Also, another thing I like about the Sunset is that it also has like little creakings and groanings. It just adds a ton of character to this locomotive. See what I meant about the somewhat poor scenery? Is that a red signal for me? No. It's hard to pick out the green signal against the pale sky. Honestly, the old lighting engine actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, the new one looks better, of course, but the old one actually doesn't look too bad in comparison. Absolutely booking it right now. Nowadays, the San Francisco to San Jose section, San Francisco to Gilroy, my bad, section has actually been fully electrified, and the old diesel stock has been totally replaced with modern Stadler-built electric multiple units, which is always good. It's nice to see that some American companies are finally getting in on the electrification side of things after way too long avoiding it. There's still far too many diesel commuter routes in America. Oof. That is some awful scenery. But honestly, the good rolling stock honestly more than makes up for the bad scenery. Way too often we get bad rolling stock plus bad scenery. Not too often we get good rolling stock and bad scenery. What station is this? That was Belmont. Still are good in terms of scenery. Sorry, not scenery, my bad. What am I talking about? In terms of the bloke in front of us, but I think we are gradually gaining. On the poor bloke. I do like the sounds of this thing. Sounds are excellent. Honestly, one of the things I was wanting for this route was a remaster, and now it's being taken off sale, we'll never get that remaster, which is just a major shame, really. "75 miles an hour. Oh, it's a baby bullet. With the Bombardier bi-levels. We don't have a time to get to South San Francisco Yard, but uh-oh. I spy some yellow signals up ahead. Is that because we're catching up to the hapless bloke ahead? Oh, no, we are. No. No, no, no. Oh, I forgot to sound the horn for that railway crossing. Whoops. At least the brakes are pretty powerful, so I can stop this thing on the dime if I need to. I just don't want to have to do that. Okay. Applying a tad of a brake. Like, say 30%. See, 20% probably won't work. Okay. just a constant succession of railway crossings. I do like the station modeling, like look at this station right here. That's beautiful. Really captures the vibe. Like, listen to all those little creakings and groanings. Listen. That's so cool. You can tell Dovetail really put in the work to model this little diesel locomotive really nicely. And it shows, honestly. Okay, 75 limit. .75 limit coming up. Yellow signal. Red signal. Yeah, that bloke up ahead of us is just leaving Millbrae, which is the airport, which is the San Francisco airport station. Or rather, the station on this line that's closest to San Francisco airport. Whoopsie! Wrong button. Alright, okay, at least the brakes release relatively quickly. Oh no. We're now stuck behind this man. We were going so quickly too. At least we've covered 2/3 of the distance to South San Francisco. Shouldn't take too long to cover 5 miles. Okay. I'll try getting it down to like 50 miles an hour. I think I'll stay in cab view for a bit. This is Millbrae? Yeah, this is Millbrae. This is probably the third biggest station on the route after San Francisco and San Jose Diridium. Oh boy. Four miles to run. Let's see. Oh, I'm still on my track. Ah! So where are we going? Oh, okay, it's here. San Bruno. I stick to 40 miles an hour, I should be A, able to keep up a reasonable speed, B, also keep a reasonable distance from the surface in front. Hello, it's F40, noise. Whoa. Yeah, like, look at this scenery. Like, why? Why is the scenery so bad and the rolling stock so good? I don't know. Red signal coming up. I see it. It's probably because the bloke up ahead. Yeah, the bloke is just leaving. At least the upward grade is helping with these slowing down. Yeah, definitely. I can see it. I think I'll just apply full independent brake and slowly sink that to a halt. Ah. Darn it! We were so close. Come on. Okay, at least there's only one more station between me and the yard, so. Another nice thing, you can go full, unless you have like a miles-long train, you can just give this thing like notch 8 and it won't complain, and it won't over-rev. I almost forgot that I thought I forgot that to disable the rear headlights. That'd be funny. This station here is probably one of the coolest on the route. What's this? San Bruno, because it's like literally elevated. It's more of a metro station than anything else. And it's pretty cool. I like the aesthetic of an American diesel route having metro style station. Light rail style stations. It's a cool idea. I like it. Alright, let's stick to 40 miles an hour. Too powerful for your own good little train. Alright, let's see. Is Blokey stopped at South San Francisco? He is, and he's on my track. No! Come on, dispatchers. And there's another red signal. This is probably one of my, despite the problems I have with the scenery, this is probably one of the best American routes in the game. But that's not saying much, considering the rubbish quality of American stuff in this game. If you want like a better looking version of this route, I'd highly advise you go for the San Bernardino line. Less timetable, but you can still run the freight stuff if you have Compass. Yeah. I told you it stops on a dime. Full brakes. If I put it into suppression. Come on. 25% on the independent brake. Come on. Has he moved? Okay, he has moved, and I'm cleared into the yard. Beans. That's one reason I love the MP15DC. It just stops. It can stop anywhere. It accelerates really quickly, and it's a lot. It's a lot more interesting looking than the other American shunters in the game. Okay, it looks as though we do have a 10 limit coming up. Let's see. Have the manual junctions set themselves. I actually have it set to automatically do the manual junctions because those drive me insane every time. I've not been able to complete quite a few services because of manual junctions. I've forgotten to set manual junctions more like. There's the GP38. That does a lot of the freight stuff. Other services at the MP15DC, you're not just hauling freight around. There's also a couple of services where you can rescue a failed train at San Jose at the depot, which is just really cool. I love that you can not only do freight stuff with this. Alright, we do have a 10 limit coming up, so I'll start the independent brake going. I do need to go full independent brake to try to slow down in time. The brakes certainly make an interesting noise. We now have to carefully shut our way into the yard. We have to cross a ton of tracks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're crossing all the way over there. Alright. And I can trust this train. This is one of the few trains that I can trust in the game to fully use just the independent brake, not only to control my speed, but also to stop. Probably the only other train which I can trust to do that is the OBB 1020 Crocodile on the Mittenwald Bahn. Okay, gold medal for no route. I'll take it. So yeah, that'll be all for today's video, everyone. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, and thanks for watching.